Hello dear students, very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Now, here I am Manoj Mishra, your computer teacher from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gulabazar. Dear students, now here we are going to learn, we are going to revise the things, whatever we have pendings. First of all here. This is the revision chapter, entrepreneurial skills. So we have the pendings initiative for entrepreneurs development. Initiative. For okay, so now here, dear students, we can see in developing countries like India, a genuine push towards entrepreneurship can help in solving or overcoming major problems such as unemployment, poverty, low standard of living, etc. to a very large extent, and the government is very well aware of the benefits that entrepreneurship can bring along. Due to this reason, the government has implemented various entrepreneurship development programs in the past and continues to do so even today. The government has also established various organizations and policies for driving entrepreneurship and ED, you know well, entrepreneurship development. So let us learn about some of the important organizations and policies and initiatives in field of ED as follows. So here, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, MSDE. This is called as MSDE. It means Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. This ministry was formed on 9th November 2014. Earlier it was a Department of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship under the Ministry of Labor. Okay, and Employment also. So all the skill development initiatives that are carried out across India are implemented and coordinated by the MSDE. Actually, you can say that MSDE is the program that are coming in the driving entrepreneurship EDs actually. And here is the Ministry of Labor and Employment. Next one, National Policy on Skill Development and Entrepreneurship 2015. It is also called as Pradhan Mantri Yuva Udyamita Vikas Abhiyan. This policy has been devised by the MSD in order to undertake skills development activities at a large scale in a short period of time and with accuracy. This policy acts as umbrella framework to ensure that all the skills development activities that are carried out in the country are aligned with the common standards and that the skilling activities are linked with the demand centers. The policy contains an entrepreneurship framework that aims at fostering entrepreneurship across the country. Next one is National Skill Development Mission. Now, what is National Skill Development Mission? Okay, dear students, then you can see this is the National Policy and Skill Development and Entrepreneurs in 2015, and this is also called the Pradhan Mantri Yuva Udyamita Vikas Abhiyan. Next, National Skill Development Mission. What is National Skill Development Mission? The National Skill Development Mission was introduced by the MSDE in 2015. It is introduced by the MSDE in 2015. This policy has been devised by the major objective of the mission is to develop or establish equal opportunities, consolidate and coordinates all the skilling efforts being made across the country. In addition, it is also help in increasing the pace of decision making in various sectors so that skilling can be achieved at a large scale while ensuring the speed and standards. Make in India. The government of India launched the Make in India. We have listened also before. So, Make in India initiatives in September 2014. The purpose of this initiative is to encourage domestic and foreign organizations to come and start doing their manufacturing businesses in India. With the initiative, the government hopes to see a marked increase in job creation and skill enhancement in various sectors of the economy. This initiative also lays emphasis on maintaining high quality standards and doing business in an environmentally sustainable manner. With this initiative, the GOI experts raising capital and acquiring various technologies investments. Startup India scheme. This scheme aims to encouraging young Indian people to pursue entrepreneurship as a career path, and this scheme helps startups and obtaining bank finance and also offers various incentives in order to boost entrepreneurship, innovations and job creations. This scheme aims to set up a network of startup in the country. These all the things, you can see these all the things are helping as an initiative in for the entrepreneurship development. Last one is AIM, Atal Innovation Mission. AIM was set up in 2015 by the National Institution of Transforming India. It means National Institution of Transforming India, NITI Aayog. The aim of AIM is to provide a suitable platform of various academicians and other stakeholders to promote innovations in different sectors of the Indian economy. In addition, it also aims at developing an ecosystem that supports innovations. Okay. Next one is myths. Myths about entrepreneurship. What is the myths about entrepreneurship? The many studies have been conducted to find out with profession to develop to people favor between entrepreneurship and wage employment. The result of most studies have indicated that being an entrepreneur is a dream and for a majority of people in the world. However, only about 1 in every 18 people own a business. If we were to calculate a percentage, it would mean that about 5% of the world population goes on to pursue entrepreneurship, and the rest are engaged in salaried jobs. It must be remembered that some entrepreneurs may also have become entrepreneurs as a result of their interest. And on the other hand, there are certain entrepreneurs who go on to become entrepreneurs only because of need, and perhaps they do so because they are left with no choice but to earn their own living and also provide employment to others. So these are the things, these are the basic things that about the entrepreneurship. When we talk about entrepreneurship, we come across various micro misconceptions and myths that are assumed to be true. It is necessary, but to burst those myths, let us first study about the various myths association with entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. So one is, entrepreneurs are born, not made. You know very well, whatever the businessmen that are born, not made by anyone. You only need a good idea to start a business. If you want to start a business, you are having a very good business ideas. Next one, owning a business means freedom. Suppose that if you are owning any business, that means you are free. You can do whatever you want. Okay. And next, starting a business leads to quick wealth creation. Suppose that if you want to make a wealth quickly, then you should do the business. Business either succeed or fail. Whatever the business you have, may be success or fail. Next one, all responsibilities lie on the entrepreneur. All business can be run by MBA holders only. Whatever the MBA, you know, Masters of Business Arts. Whatever the people's having the MBA, you can come with those peoples to start up any businesses, new ideas. Real entrepreneurs do not quit. Real entrepreneurs, whatever the businessmen that are real, never quit. Entrepreneurship as a career option. What is the things about this that we can say that entrepreneurship as a career option? So let's discuss here. There are various possible ways that can be used by people to become entrepreneurs. First of all, starting a new business. Suppose that if you have the idea for starting the new businesses that you can grow, you can make a career in this area. Purchase a franchisee. Suppose that you have the lots of money and you can purchase the franchisee of any company. Model in this there are two entities, namely the franchisee and the franchisee. Franchisor and the franchisee. A franchisor is an individual or the business that is already established in the market. A franchisor enters into an agreement with the franchisors in return to some of the money. It means if you are having some company's second copy in your own, that is the means of franchising. Okay. Next, purchase an existing businesses. Suppose that you have a product, some goods, and you want to sell and earn the money. Then you can use the existing businesses also. Become a one-person firm. Various organizations subcontract their work to specialized people by entering into a work contract with them. Certain experts or people having special technical skills can work for different organizations on a contractual basis. For example, motivational speakers visit different organizations and deliver sessions as agreed upon between them and the company also. Copy a concept. It is one of the most common way in which entrepreneurs operate. They see and evaluate a concept. Whatever the concept you have seen another place actually and you want to apply with your business, then this is the method you can say, copy of the concepts. Next one is the start work at home. Suppose that if you do not want to leave your home, you want to stay and want to continue with the business, then you can. There is no problem. So start work at home means a number of businesses can be run and operated from home. And for instance, taking private tuitions, house cleaning, dog walking, babysitting, designing, graphics, making Android application, developing, reselling, blogging, etc. These all the things is the career option in the entrepreneurship. So dear students, we have learned, we have complete the things about the entrepreneurships, and next Unit 5 we will come with the green skills. Whatever the green skills we should have in India, we should do with the green skills. We will learn in the next chapter. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you so much.